everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. So in today's video, I'll be doing a get ready with me. This is my first time doing like a get ready with me. I know I do get ready with me, like doing like makeup tutorials and stuff. This is like an actual get ready. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe and all that great stuff. And let's just get into the video. Okay, so I know you're asking what is up with my eyebrows. I'm trying to recreate this Doja Cat look. I'm gonna put it on the screen. What I'm trying to recreate, it was her like her fairy look she did like 2 or 3 years ago maybe, but she had like the elf ears, the blonde, like a what's it, snowy blonde hair, stuff like that. So I'm gonna try to recreate that with the makeup wise, but hair I'm gonna keep it the same. So for this get ready with me, I have some talking points. I usually just ramble. Usually when I try to do get ready with me, I just ramble, but I want to actually have like a structured one because I feel like I would just ramble. First point I want to make is, where have I been? I know I've been gone from YouTube for about, it says a month, but to me I'm gonna say like 2 months.
Wait, no, you at the door.
I stopped posting, was this April? March is when I was on my grind, posting every day. It came my birth month, which is April, which is currently today. And for my birthday, I just decided to, you know, live life, just be around friends and family, not really focusing on like, I guess, YouTube or like social media and stuff. Like lately, I've been feeling like that, oh, I just want to be with myself or like be with the world, I guess, and not so much on my phone. But that lasted for about a couple of days, and then I started back being on my phone, which led to today of me filming this get ready with me. But honestly, I feel like I've been on my phone a lot more, and I feel like, and my family noticed that more. And honestly, the reason why I've been on my phone a lot is because I've been trying to find like ideas or like what to film or like what content to make. Because I make content on like other social medias like TikTok and this new app called Lemonade. I've been making like a lot of content on there. Y'all should go follow me on Lemonade. But yeah, so I've been like trying to like find content to make without keep making the same stuff over and over and over again. Because I feel like I'm like repeating myself with like makeup tutorials, hair tutorials, outfits and stuff. So I don't know, I just feel like I'm in like a creative, creative drought or creative like rut, and I don't know what to film. I film videos, but I feel like, oh, this is just the same old, nobody's gonna watch it. But that could be just me overthinking like my thought process when it comes to me being creative, I guess, in a sense. But yeah, that's where I've been. I just have I'll get moments where I don't feel like doing anything for social media wise. Like I want to stop creating, I want to like stop doing it because I feel like I put in so much work, but yet nothing's happening. But in the same breath, I can't say that because I don't be consistent with social media, so I can't really say that for real, if I'm gonna be honest with myself. So it's kind of like, what's the point of me giving up when I have even barely tried? Like I tried, but like I didn't push my limit, if that makes sense. Like I didn't push my creative limits, or I didn't put in the effort how I thought, or how much effort I thought I was putting. I feel like I was just like doing it kind of like halfway. And I feel like also I was more so focusing on like the numbers, like looking at the numbers, the views, the subscribers, which is cool to look at because it just shows what people like and don't like. But at the same time, that's what kind of like holding me back, because I'm like, oh, I put in so much effort into editing this video and only got 50 views or like 100 likes or something like that. So it's kind of like, what's the point of doing it? But honestly, up to myself and like, you know, with my friends, and kind of like understand like it takes a minute to grow something. Like, you know, you have to look at like social media as like a baby, or anything you do besides social media as like a baby. Like, because you know, typically babies are made within 9 months, 9 to 10 months, 8 to 10 months. So it takes 8 to 9 months to make a child. So, you know, it's going to take time for you to grow on social media. Now, some people, they grow overnight, or like grow within like a couple of months, like 4 or 5 months. And I think that's my problem, is me comparing myself to other people and not realizing my full potential as a person, rather than stop comparing myself to others. And another thing, where have I been? School. That is another talking point, which kind of flows together. But anyways, school has been a big factor because I am in college, if y'all didn't know. I am a junior, almost a senior in college, and I'm going to school to be a travel nurse. If y'all wanted to know, y'all probably don't care. But yeah, that's like my dream quote unquote job, I guess you can say, of me, like career-wise, like a 9 to 5. This social media stuff I just do as like a hobby, or like gives me something to do like when I'm at home or whatever. Because honestly, to be honest with you, this whole me doing YouTube and social media stuff was like for the sake of quarantine, because I was just bored in quarantine because I had nothing else to do. But yeah, so that's what made me start doing YouTube, was quarantine, if I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, that's really it. That's what really made me start like doing YouTube. It was quarantine, because I was just home alone. I would just do like a full face of makeup, take pictures, and not do nothing with it. Like I would post on like Instagram and stuff, but I was like, there's no point in me keeping doing this if nobody's gonna see it. Of course, like, you know, my friends, family gonna see it, but like I want other people to see my work. But yeah, that's like where I've been / school topic, I guess. So this is a glitter. I used the wrong blush for this look, but it's fine. It's a glitter duo blush thing from Elf. I forgot it has glitter in it, but it's like the perfect shade for the look I'm going for. So I think it'll be okay once I powder and everything else. But anyway, so back to the school thing. So school, yeah. So I'm going to school to be a travel nurse, and I'm taking my last 2 prereqs, so I'm almost done with everything. So I'm really happy about that. I submitted my application to nursing school, and I'm hoping I can get in. I'm like hoping I can get in, because after these 2 classes, my GPA will be high enough, like over the limit I'm supposed to have to get into nursing school. And so I'm just waiting for their, I guess, feedback, or like my results of the application. Even though I'm still taking my nutrition pre-calculus, they won't evaluate my application after the semester over with. And it's not over, I think, until the end or towards like the beginning of May. So I'm kind of happy about that. That gives me a little time to like improve certain assignments that I can redo, because my professors, my pre-calculus class lets me redo certain assignments. My nutrition, she just like, once the final grade is in type thing. So next topic on my get ready with me will be music. I have been listening to a lot of new music lately. I don't know what that's all about. I guess because I'm at home, because all my classes are online, so there's no point of me leaving my house unless it's necessary. I look weird. Well, unless it's necessary. So yeah. So all the new music I've been listening to right now is, let's see, Steve Lacy, Lucky Day, I know Brent Fayez. A lot of K-pop recently. I don't know what that's all about either. I've been listening to a lot of K-pop recently too. Even though I'm a huge fan of K-pop music ever since Mamamoo, that whole era of them and them releasing music, I've been listening to them non-stop ever since I found them. I've been listening to their music ever since. So I have them on repeat. I have Brand on repeat. I have her, like the artist Her, on repeat a lot. And then I also have, let's see, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the photo. If you keep wondering why I keep leaning forward, I keep looking at the photo. But I've been listening to a lot of Her recently, a lot of just different artists. I found this one artist, Shochi. I've been listening to a lot of her music, which I love. Even though she then came out, it's just that, you know, of course people had to hop on the train when, you know, TikTok and stuff like that. So I've really been listening to a lot of her music, a lot of SZA, Summer Walker, obviously, because of SZA, her album just came out recently, and I love her album. It's very different. She has like different parts within one album, so it's like you listen to multiple albums in one album. I guess that's how I will put it. It's like you listen to multiple albums in one. I feel like if I were to make music, because I can't sing, even though that was like if I were to like change something about myself, was that I wish I could sing. I feel like I would sing every day. I feel like I would express myself better through song or music, and I feel like that's what makes me like connect with myself more through music rather than just journaling, writing, doing a diary and everything. If I was a singer, I'd probably collab with like Ariana, Doja Cat, Doechii, Brent, definitely, because I feel like we have like that same vibe, I guess, like that chill vibe, not doing a lot, very introverted music, so to speak. Oh, and I don't know if it's Black or 6 Black, but I think it's Black. He just has the number 6 in his name. But I've been listening to a lot of his music. His recent, I think it's a mini album or EP. It's either album or EP. He had, it was really good. I did listen to that, and it was really, really good. Even though, he wouldn't necessarily like quote unquote like for real missing, but like from the music area he went missing. He probably did like some low-key projects in between, which I probably didn't pay attention to. But his recent project was really good. I really enjoyed that project. So far, I was kind of questioning the makeup look, but once I added like my freckles, I don't know if y'all can tell, but I added like little freckles and my mascara, I feel like this look is coming together. But right now, I'm going to add just like a tiny bit of eyeshadow because she is wearing some form of eyeshadow, but just not a lot. But yeah, so the next talking point I want to get into is makeup. I haven't been wearing like heavy makeup recently. I've just been doing like the light skin tint, no makeup, clean girl aesthetic type makeup. Only form of like heavy makeup I want is just like inside the house because I'm bored. But usually I just been doing like the no makeup look, very much minimalistic, that whole type of aesthetic, I guess you can say. And honestly, I love that for me, especially in the summertime, because it gets really hot where I live, and have your makeup melt off your face is like low-key embarrassing, so I'd rather not deal with that. Okay, so the next topic I want to talk about is like me listening to podcasts. I know I listen to them on and off like recently, but now I've been like into them a lot more than before. Some podcasts I've been listening to is the B Simone and Megan Ashley, the Know For Sure podcast. I really love their podcast. It's like these two black women. They've been friends with each other for like 20 plus years. I want to say 20 years, 10 years, around there. And they, based on their podcast, talks about how growing up, dealing with trauma issues, how to deal with them, working in the business industry, learning how to connect with people on more than just like a business type level, how to make friendships in the industry, like true friendships in the industry, how to be able to go through life being a black woman in the industry, and just like overall like being a woman in general. They also like sprinkle in some like Christian based perspective. So like for me, I'm tapping into like more spirituality more. I'm trying to like trying to learn more about my spirituality and higher power and stuff. So Megan Ashley, who is like the partner with B Simone in the Know For Sure podcast, they're like the founders of it. So Megan really talks about spirituality more than B Simone. Not saying B Simone isn't spiritual, but she's like more in tune, I guess you can say, with it, or knows more scriptures, methods of like learning, teaching, understanding, and how to use some of the scriptures in your everyday life without having to struggle and find it. So I kind of like their podcast. They bring on lots of different people from the industry, music industry, fashion, business, just well-known people in the industry you wouldn't think would be part of the industry, but they are. and you'll be surprised how much input and perspectives they have on each person, and like the topic wise. Their podcast isn't like all serious. They have some fun moments, which I love, because I don't like podcasts that are like too serious based, and I really love their podcast, especially because they're women, and I really love that. Another podcast I've been listening to, I don't know if they still in production or making a new season, but it's the More Butter podcast with gosh, I forgot their names, but I know this YouTuber I watched, Kenny JD. She was like the special guest for a couple of episodes on their podcast, the More Butter production, and I really enjoy watching their podcast throughout the day. Well, listening and watching, because I'm more like a visual learner or visual person when it comes to like podcasts. I like hearing and seeing people's reactions, tone, rather than just listening. I feel like once you listen, you kind of get like zone out and like kind of like daze off, like kind of daydreaming when you listen to people. Just listening to podcasts, to me, I feel like visually I can see the reaction, see how they move and how this affect them. Like you can see their facial expressions and stuff, so I kind of like that. I like more visual podcasts. Another podcast that I've been watching, well, I just started watching because Kenny JD recently did an episode with them. It's their Sad Boys. I've heard of them like podcast wise, but I just never like sat down and watched them until Kenny did like a recent podcast with them. And honestly, I really enjoyed their podcast. I forgot the dude's name. I forgot their name. But there was a one dude in the podcast. I like his voice. I like his accent. I don't know if he's like from there or he just like picks up the accent really well. I forgot his name, but I'm gonna insert a picture though. I really like his accent. I really like it a lot, and I really enjoyed watching their podcast because they're two men podcast type thing, well, men-led podcast, and I really not a big fan of men in podcasts because, you know, that alpha male type energy, the like cliches or like those little generic men podcasts, I really don't enjoy watching those. But their podcast I really enjoyed because it's more like a I'm on the phone with like my best friend type podcast, not so much structured or so seriousness about it. It's like that fun, I like fun high energy podcasts rather than that serious one tone, one drawn out type podcast, and I really enjoyed that. I want to start watching their podcast more. Okay, so I added my highlighter in my inner corner of my nose. Honestly, I really like how this look is turning out. It's very different from my normal looks, but I really like it. I feel like a little fairy. I'm debating if I want to add like eyeliner, just like a little bit, to kind of like draw out my eyes a little bit, but I'm low-key feeling this mascara, just the mascara look. Well, I've been working out a lot, more so walking around my neighborhood. I've been getting outside and not staying in the house so much. I've been trying to do that, but it's kind of hard for me because I'm a homebody. I'm not so much of like a person who just like likes to get up and leave the house. I'm more so like, oh, I want to stay at home, I want to just be by myself, not, you know. But I feel like since I did start working out, going, like, I didn't go to the gym physically, I just be walking around my neighborhood, but I feel like that helps me be more productive throughout the day, or like finds me something to do instead of just sitting in the house just pacing back and forth from the refrigerator to my room and gaining like pounds and pounds on my body. What else, like some shows I've been watching recently? I've been watching, was it the record, whatever, Ragnarok. I've been watching that. That show is a drag for no reason. Like, they literally could just put season 1, because I only watched season 1. They literally could put season 1 like 6 episodes, maybe 5 if they want to be nice. 6 episodes the max. But they over here putting like 9 or 10. For what? You showing the same fight from like the previous episode, which I thought was so ridiculous, but I guess it's a purpose to that apparently. I've been watching Love is Blind. That show aggravates me to my core, And let me tell you why. Because the people on this current season aggravates me. Because like they say they love this person, but really they love this person. Then they want to go back to the original person. It's like a love pentagon at this point, because everybody just love each other. And honestly, I was getting so frustrated with that show, like I just stopped watching it. And I was just like over it, because like, what's the point of even watching? Y'all just gonna love each other anyway. Like, it feels like everybody loves everybody, which is fine. You should supposed to love everybody, but not all at once. It's a marriage show at the end of the day, and y'all are getting married, but yet y'all want to just love on each other and like, oh, this is my person and I don't want you to be with that person, or this is my person, I don't want you to like they're fighting over people. It feels like I'm watching like a high school rom-com basically, and I don't know, it just feels like a bunch of adults, like grown adults, fighting over each other's love, and I don't know how I feel about that. Like, it feels like I'm watching like Mean Girls or something. And plus the two girls that was on the show, I forgot their name. Ema, it's something like that. Her and another person. I do not like them. And I don't say that often, where I say I don't like this person. I really don't like them. And let me tell you why. And I feel like they're just being like, what is it? What's a good word for it? I feel like they're being very, I wouldn't say evil, because I don't know them personally. But I wouldn't say either. I would just say evil for context, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. I feel like they're just being like rude. That's the word for it. Rude and disrespectful for like absolutely no reason. Like, even to like the nice people on the show, like they're being like, I guess like plotting on like who they're gonna want to be with and make sure that person be with them, which is understandable because it's like promoted as like a competition show, but it's like a competition at the end of the day. But I don't know, I just feel like they're just being like disrespectful for like absolutely no reason. But that's just my personal opinion. The reunion was garbage. Netflix, I don't know what y'all got going on, because y'all said it was supposed to be like a live broadcast, but that went into shambles like instantly, and everybody on Twitter was like freaking out because like what happened to the live. And I was just like kind of over it. Like, once I clicked the link and it told me, oh, oops, something's happening, or sorry, this is it, I was over it. Like, I started back watching anime because I was like, I can't. And I just ended up watching a recap of like a YouTuber did or something, or like I found on like a podcast, because I couldn't be bothered. I was gonna curl my hair, but then I was like, I don't feel like curling it because I have to unplug my ring light, and then I have to unplug my charger from my phone because I'm recording on my phone, and that's just a lot. So I'm just gonna leave it how it is, like this messy, what is this, blowout string, whatever. It's this body wave hair, but I've done like curled it, styled it so much to where it has its own unique texture at this point. So honestly, I'm just gonna leave it like this. I finished my makeup, I somewhat did my hair, and I did all my talking points for this Get Ready With Me. I did really good for my first Get Ready With Me, and the makeup turned out really good. I just wish I wish I put in more blush a little bit, but I kind of feel like if I did, it would have been too much. So I kind of like what I did. But yeah, it was a fun Get Ready With Me. I hope you guys enjoyed getting ready with me for work. I hope y'all enjoyed the topics I had picked to choose to talk about. I know I was kind of like all over the place a little bit, and I'm sorry about that, but I'm gonna try to like get my life together the next time I do this Get Ready With Me. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. All of the makeup and hair products and description box and outfit details will be listed down below in the description box. I think I said that twice. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And yeah, and I'll see y'all in another video. Bye.